Hey everyone, I'm working to hit 1,000 subscribers and I need your help to get there. If you enjoy this content, please hit that subscribe button right now.
You know what? The Toronto Blue Jays offseason just went from quiet to absolutely explosive in the last 24 hours. And if you're not paying attention right now, you're missing something major. John Hammond just dropped a bombshell report that has everyone talking, and I'm telling you, this could change everything for the Jays rotation going into 2026. So let's get right into it because this is developing fast. John Hammond, one of the most plugged-in reporters in baseball, just tweeted that the Blue Jays are among several teams with serious interest in Framber Valdez. Now here's what makes this different from every other rumor we've heard this offseason. Hammond didn't just throw the Jays name out there with 5 other teams. He specifically mentioned Toronto, and he did it alongside Joel Sherman, another incredibly reliable source. That's not a coincidence. But here's where it gets really interesting. People immediately started saying the Jays are just being used as leverage for the Orioles or the Astros to get Valdez. You know the drill. Same story we've heard 1,000 times. Except Hammond himself came out and shut that down. He literally replied to someone on Twitter saying the conspiracy theorists are missing the mark. He's directly telling us this isn't a leverage play. The Blue Jays' interest is legitimate and serious. When a reporter of Hammond's caliber goes out of his way to defend a report like that, you better believe something real is happening. Now let's talk about why this makes so much sense. Framber Valdez is a ground ball machine. The guy induces contact and gets outs through elite defense behind him. And guess what the Blue Jays have? One of the best infield defenses in baseball with Ernie Clement and Andres Gimenez. It's almost like this was meant to be. The Jays wanted Kyle Tucker. They went after Bo Bichette. They've been aggressive this offseason, and they still have money to spend. Adding Valdez would be the perfect move to solidify a rotation that still has question marks. Here's the other thing that's flying under the radar. Valdez's market is completely tanked. We're talking about a guy who was projected for 6 years and $200 million at the start of the offseason. Now, we're hearing about potential 2-year deals with opt-outs. That's insane value if the Jays can get him on a short-term high annual value deal. Think about it. 2 years, maybe $60 million, with a player opt out after year 1. If he's great, maybe he opts out and you get 1 elite year. If he stays, you mitigate long-term risk. With a potential lockout looming after this season, a short-term deal makes even more sense. Let's address the elephant in the room, though. There are legitimate concerns about Valdez and clubhouse fit. We all remember the incident where he threw a fastball at his own catcher. That's not nothing. But here's my counterpoint. If any clubhouse can handle bringing in a guy like Valdez, it's Toronto's. By all accounts, the Jays have one of the best clubhouses in baseball right now. The chemistry is off the charts. Vladimir Guerrero Jr., Alejandro Kirk. These guys could be the perfect teammates to keep Valdez calm and focused on the mound. And if it doesn't work out on a short-term deal, you move on. The risk is manageable. The timing of all this is fascinating, too. The Astros, Valdez's former team, were asked last night about bringing him back. Dana Brown, their GM, said they haven't had any recent conversations about a return. That door is closing fast. The Orioles are probably still the favorites, but the longer this drags out, the better it is for Toronto. We know from earlier reports that the Jays would only pursue Valdez if he came down to their price range, and that's exactly what's happening right now. Look at the rotation as it stands. You've got Gausman, Bieber, Cease, Manoah, and a bunch of question marks. Barrios has a player option, and he's probably opting out. Gausman's a free agent after this year. Tideman and Hagen have durability concerns. Nobody knows what you're getting from them over a full season. This is the time to add a proven arm, someone who's been an ace-caliber pitcher. Valdez gives you that security, and he gives you flexibility. The Blue Jays have been telling us all offseason they're going for it. They've spent money. They've been aggressive. They've made it clear they want to compete in 2026 before that potential lockout hits. Adding Framber Valdez on a short-term deal would be the exclamation point on this entire offseason. It would show the fan base that management is serious about winning now, and it would give them one of the most talented rotations in the American League. So what happens next? We wait. But for the first time this offseason, this feels real. John Hammond doesn't put his name on reports like this unless he's confident in his sources. The market is lining up perfectly for Toronto. The money makes sense, the fit makes sense, And most importantly, the timing makes sense. Whether it's the Orioles, the Jays, or someone else that lands Valdez, we're going to find out soon. But if you're a Blue Jays fan, you should be paying very close attention right now because this could be the move that changes everything.